I lost my best friend to opiates, and who was struggling. You were just talking about, the transition from four military guys getting back into civilian, and
Yeah.
everybody goes down the spiral, and he didn't make it out. But it was because of opiates. I'll tell you this. I've never talked about this. His name's Gabe. He had one of the worst runs I've ever heard. He was engaged and had a mess up at a strip club and got a stripper pregnant. Broke off the engagement. Was going to do the right thing. He was going to do the right thing in his mind, which was to marry the stripper, have the baby, and he deployed to Iraq. Well, they were getting after it, and she went into labor. There were some complications, so he left Iraq to come home. Gets home, goes to the hospital. The baby's dead. The mom is dead. He doesn't tell anybody. He goes back to SEAL Team 10 and says, hey, I want to go back with the guys over in Iraq. They say, oh, you didn't hear the guys are coming home early. He had screened to go to development group, and they said, hey, you need to re-enlist. So how about you jump in with your sister platoon who's in Afghanistan right now? Gets on the bird. They land in Germany for a layover, find out that Marcus is on the run. Goes on the op to recover the bodies. They get in a firefight out there. And he also had a role in Benghazi. He also had a role in the coast bombing at the agency, but never told anybody. And then he later died of addiction with opiates. And so I've never told anybody that. Never told.
I appreciate.
Yeah.
And I mean, it just kind of goes back for me to what we were talking about, that these guys are coming back and having to try and move on. I can't imagine how hard it was for your friend to come back with the weight of those experiences in a world that's not necessarily receptive, and we can't see the injuries, right? So
Yeah.
I could be talking to you and you look pretty good, and you're handsome and you're ex-Navy SEAL and everybody loves a Navy SEAL, and so you're cool. Inside it can be, a different story.